hurricane's breath, flying high, defying death. Every cloud's my stair to climb, reality's a fleeting mind. I see gold in a field of gray, the world bows to my ballet. Delusion is my superpower, turning seconds into an endless hour. I'm the king of make-believe, what I dream I can achieve. Oh yes, I'm spinning towers. Delusion is my superpower. I paint the moon with a wink of my eye, pull the stars down, let them lie. Every no becomes a yes, a stubborn mind in a chaos dress.
What's up? This is Delusional, where delusion is our superpower, and this is episode 4, leaving and loving people where they are. And of course, I have a guest. That's what this is all about, guests. And I want to tell y'all something about a guest. I wanted to pick people that I genuinely liked. It's crazy, right? Doing content with people you genuinely like and can have a great talk with and actually think are amazing people. So everybody I picked will literally be amazing. The ones that declined and all that, I think all of them are amazing people, have a lot to contribute. So of course I had to pick Otter, aka Jacob, as one of the people that are here to talk about leaving and loving people there. How you doing today, Jacob?
Oh, I have been doing good. Good weekend, good start. The weather's fantastic after that big thunderstorm we had come through, so it is beautiful outside right now.
It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. I'm
Yeah.
probably gonna do a walk after this. So
I'm going for a ride for sure.
Yeah, so I want to get it. By the way, if y'all want to go follow Jacob, the content and all that stuff will be in the description below. So go check him out. He does bike content and all kind of stuff. It's amazing and fun to watch. So make sure to check him out. I don't know if he's gonna get into streaming again or whatever else he planned. Just keep the lookout for him. Just follow his Instagram and you'll find out all the things he do. But
yeah.
So today's episode is like letting go and letting go without falling apart, or just letting go. Sometimes you have to let go. Sometimes you love and live, and you can still love somebody and just let them go, because it's life, right? You have people that you become friends with, relationships with, people that you are fall in love with, parents, friends, cousins. You have all kind of people who you love.
Yeah. 100%. Because again, I've learned a lot in that whole idea is that you can love somebody and you can try to help them and do whatever you can, but if they don't want to help themselves, there's really nothing you can do.
Yes. Like it's friends, cousins, they do things in their life, they create drama, and you want to be there for them, but you realize that you being there can probably actually hurt them or hurt you.
Exactly. And a lot of it, when they're in that point too, like it's more just going to hurt you because you care so much, and they just don't treat their life the way that you want them to, and it's like you want to dedicate so much to save them and help them, but then you're just like, I'm just hurting myself because they don't want me. And it's like you're almost pushing them away. You get so deep into that.
Yeah. One psychological thing I know that they have, Jacob, is the difference in leaving with love versus leaving in anger.
Yeah. Background. I know this is kind of why we're in here, but recently I just got divorced. We separated, stopped living together in November, and fully finished our divorce in May of this year. So it's definitely a hard thing, because again, like I tried to fight it and things like that, but she wasn't in that relationship anymore. But I kept fighting, and all in all, it ended up just hurting me, because one side was trying really hard and the other side wasn't. And it's that big idea of like, again, you have to let some people go as much as you love them, as much as you want them. It's better for you to walk away on stable ground than lose memories. Because that idea of like, yeah, like we had good times, we had bad times, but we ended on decent. It wasn't mad, it wasn't happy. It was just like, hey, this is what happened. We are not compatible together. Let's figure this out and kind of part our ways. And I really feel like it's really difficult to do that. Are we friends? No. Do we talk at all right now? No. In the future, maybe. But realistically, I know right now that she's going to live a better life. I am currently living a better life now. And I found that person that is my match. That makes me happy, that treats me the way I deserve. So I'll always love her, but it's not in that level that it used to be anymore. But you always have that care for somebody when they're part of your life for 17 years. There's always something inside of you. You're just like, if something happens, I'm going to be there probably. But realistically, it's like, hey, you lived your life. We had a good time together. Let's start a new chapter where we are now. And again, loving to let them go. It's like, it's very difficult because I tried to fight to keep it, but I finally like, hey, I got to love myself first. And that's the biggest love you need to figure out. Love yourself, take care of yourself, and then you can love somebody else. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never be able to love anybody else the way that you need to.
Not to that extent, but I have had like family members and friends that you fight for them. You be like, we had all of this together. But then some cases, when I go to love and living with love versus leaving in anger, sometimes you hold on so much that you start to resent. And as Jacob said, you don't want that. Like, I have good memories. I don't want to just leave with just resent. It's good. Okay, you where you at? I'm where I'm at. Ooh. I'm learning to love myself, as he said. I'm learning to love me. I can still love you from a distance or some form of love or love the memories we shared. But I don't want to leave in resentment or even allow that to. I've seen people that allow that hurt to create a new person.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And like, I completely agree with that. Again, you've seen me. We worked together for the last almost 2 years now. And you saw when we started together to what hole I was in, what hole this whole thing brought me into. And now you see me pulled back out of it again. And all that is just, again, forgiving. Even though I know it wasn't my mistake, it wasn't my problem, forgiveness is for you. You need to forgive somebody else so you don't resent them anymore, so you don't hate them, so you don't hold on to that grudge that isn't your problem. You need to forgive yourself and forgive them. Be like, hey, like, I forgive you for doing this to us. But it's that release. It's that grudge that you hold deep down inside. Like, hey, we're not together anymore. And I'm sorry for that. And I'm sorry that this is what it came to. But I think that's what really makes it that leave in anger or leave in a stagnant. It's not happy. Yeah. Whenever you lose somebody like that, you're never happy. But you leave on better terms that when you go see them again, it's not complete avoidance. Maybe you won't talk, be like, hey, good to see you. And then you walk by. But you leave in that anger, you're going to look at them and your night's already ruined. Before you even talk to anybody, you're just like, oh, they're here? Cool, I don't even want to be here anymore. But being able to function and still see that person and still wish the best for them, even though they may have not have done wrong or done right to you, being able to release that anger that you have inside, forgive them, and be like, hey, you live a better life. I'm going to live my better life now. I'm going to do it for me.
It is 100% true. Because I've talked to people, their friends and stuff, and they hold on to various different people and things in their life, and it creates a whole different person. Whether it's their parents and the story of how their parents treated them when they were younger, and they hold on to them. And I always tell them, listen, we grew up, me and Jake were around the same age. We grew up in a time where parenting was very much different. The world was very much different. What was allowed is very much different. And the things they don't know versus they know now, it's vastly different. There wasn't studies on this. There wasn't. They just taught. They were taught what their parents were taught. They didn't have the internet. They couldn't research. It was just, I'm in my area. We was taught this way. This is the way we were trained. We turned out all right. You'll be okay. And then you learn and you like, this ain't right. And then you hold a resentment And it creates even a different type of person. You become kind of like, you create like more barriers to people.
Yeah.
Create like, you have like a little more anxiety. You don't trust people as much. You have an outlook on life that you even seeing now online where you just start growing in groups that think like you. And that all of a sudden becomes your worldview of anybody of that trauma you had.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's either you surround yourself and the people going through the same stuff and you keep each other in this hole of resentment and dread, or you can either choose to pull yourself out of it. And that's definitely a thing that I still struggle with. And the person I'm with right now understands that. We've talked about it, that it's really hard for me doing like with trust. Trust is a really big thing. Once it's broken once, no matter who you're with in the future, it's definitely a hard thing to rebuild that back up, even though the new person, she's done nothing wrong. Full communication and everything, like best communication, best relationship I've ever been in. But it's still that wall. There's still that wall inside that when somebody does something to you again, you don't want it to happen again. So you put that wall up. And again, it all comes back to forgiveness and self-growth. I think if you understand who you are, you can get through anything because you know how you act, and then surround yourself by those people that you want. Again, I was going out to try to meet people. I'm not a bar person. I'd go out to bars just to try to meet people and talk to them. But deep down inside, every time I went out, it was fun, but I was never like, I enjoy this. Like, I never want to meet somebody at a bar because I don't drink and I don't smoke, and that's all that is. So I was putting myself, yes, in a happier environment because we're listening to live music and things like that, but it wasn't the environment of where I wanted to be. Again, it was just like a coping mechanism of, I'm still trying to figure out what I like because I have devoted so much of my time in my past relationship that I'm trying to figure out who I am. Do I like bars, or was it her that didn't like bars and I just went with it? I found out I don't like bars still. But but it's definitely like one person can really destroy a person. And having really good support and again learning who you are is going to be the most important, because there's times that I'm like, I don't really think I need to be here anymore. The holes are that deep, the trust is that far gone that I'm like, do I need to be on this earth anymore? Am I going to matter? And you slowly build that thing in yourself. Again, I don't know what you could even call it. Again, believing in yourself, having really close friends, people that check up on you. Again, Trevor, we don't talk a lot, but you know, every single day, dude, it's a fist bump, it's a point, it's a hey. Like, I see you, you see me. That's all we need. We need that hello. And you don't know how little a hello could change somebody's life. And start building everything back up again.
Somebody asked me, and I appreciate this about Jacob too. Somebody asked me, why does every day, do you have bad days? I'm like, probably half of them bad days. I won't show you that because I know the impact of what I do every day. By smiling, I'm not going to complain. We're going to live this life and we're going to figure it out. Because I know a simple hello, a simple point can change a life. And I've told the story already. Jacob might not have heard it, but I told the guy in high school I just sat with. We didn't talk at all. I just sat with him, came back 6 years later at a Walmart when I was working there and said, you probably saved my life just by sitting by me because nobody wanted to. I'm like, in your mind, that gesture is nothing, right? It's just like, oh, I just sat by him because he was by himself. We didn't talk because I don't know nothing we hadn't come. But I just sat with him. And little things like that can do something, even though, still, even in this situation, I never spoke to him for 6 years. I don't know how he's doing. I don't really follow him on the internet. He saw me. He's like, hey, that little gesture in passing helped me.
Yeah. And dude, it's so true. Just the simplest gesture can make such a big change. And it's reversed too. It can make the biggest change in their life, or it can completely destroy somebody in their life. The simplest thing. And on that good side though, like there's been multiple studies that knowing somebody's name has such a big impact when you walk up to them like, hey Trevor, have a good day. Me knowing who you are identifies you as a person. You're not just like, hey buddy. Who's buddy?
Yeah.
That's just what I call you. But knowing who you are is something that's huge, and it can definitely go and save somebody's life just off of simple actions. And it's cool that, again, the simple, like, it's not even that you wanted that recognition, you wanted anything from it, but the fact that years later he still remembers you. And it's like, hey, thank you for that thing. Like, thank you for sitting with me.
That was like, that hit different. So ever since then, I'm like, okay, be aware of what you're doing.
Yeah.
When I'm at work, smile, tell somebody hello. It can go a long way. If you see them again, remember them like, hey, you back? Like, yeah, I'm back. They hit you with a smile, everything's good.
Yep.
Again, even if we go our separate ways in life, we're in high school together. You went this way, I went that way. I see you 6 years later. We have never spoke again. I remember that.
Yeah. And like, you're like me. I sit there. Am I happy every day at work? Not at all. But people don't know. I dance on that floor. I run down that floor. I do everything just because I know that energy brought to that floor brightens up everybody's mood. And that's all I need. It's like, I'm not doing it. I do it for me because I love making people happy. Changing their life just a little bit. Like, hey, dude, we're all at work. Are we happy? No. We're at work. We could be doing so many other things with our life. But if I can bring that little bit of joy inside of there, it hits different.
See, delusion is our superpower. Like, that's crazy to think you have to pretend to be happy. I want to just be mad. I'm like, no. Yo, if I can muster it up every day.
Yeah.
It's my superpower. Listen, that's one of my superpowers. This whole series is about delusional. The 7 episodes is about restarting, figuring out who we are. We had the first episode in which we talked about keeping up with the Joneses and how we're trying to keep up with everybody instead of figuring out who we are. We had the second episode and why are you hanging with them and who we hang around, and the whole premise of why some people say you belong here instead of there. They did it to Jesus. They say, well, hey, why is you with us? He's like, yo, why would I need to be around y'all perfect people when I could just hang around with the regular people and help them? We also did it with, why are you still trying to impress them? Like, why do we go through these motions of trying to impress? Why do I want a yacht when I was 24? I don't even like water. But this whole idea of if I had this, people would look at me a certain type of way.
Yeah.
So this whole delusion of my superpower is the transformation in the mind of me with my friends and people I love to be like, okay, why are we doing it? Why do I hold on to things or people from my past? Why do I do this? I can restart. And I know it's scary to restart. I know it's scary to let go because you don't know what's next, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm in love with this person I've been in 1 year. I don't know if will fall in love again.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will ever get that family that society put a pressure on. I don't know if I have another opportunity to start a business or a job or an opportunity. If I quit this job, will I get a job as good as this job? Will it pay as well? So I'm afraid to take risk.
Yeah, exactly. And right there was one of the biggest keys. Why are you taking a job off of money? You got to take a job off of what you want with your life. And that's what you got to do. You got to control where you're going. And one of the biggest things too is like, you shouldn't be choosing your path. Again, God made your path for you.
True.
You got to let him follow. You follow it. And like I was saying, I was going to bars to try to meet people. I was on the dating apps trying to meet people and everything. Dude, it is exhausting. It's tiring out there. And I literally stopped. I'm like, I'm done. I don't want to do the bars. I don't want to do this. I want to do that. And then the last dating app, her name's Lori. Me and Lori matched. And we didn't try. We didn't do anything. We connected on so many different levels that the only way to explain it is it was God's plan. Because there's no way this would have worked. Like she lives 4 hours away. There's no way we would have met. But I don't know if you've ever heard like the Japanese red string theory, where throughout your entire life you will always cross paths, but you'll never be there at the same time. And this year, I've traveled a lot. I went to the Philippines, went to Japan, I went to London. Beginning of this year, she went to Japan in February. We took a picture in the same exact spot in front of Osaka Castle when I went in May. I went to London 3 months ago. She's going to London in December for her birthday and going to be sitting right in front of Big Ben, where I also took a picture. And it's weird that these ideas that we try to control so much of our life, that again, we try to control who likes us. We try to control how much money we're getting. We try to control our friends. And instead of letting those things happen natural, it's like, don't worry about your job. I know it's stressful, but when that job ends, that means there's something better coming. When that relationship ends, it's hell. I went through a lot. But with God, with my self-growth, I have learned that something better was on the horizon. And that's really it, is that being able to move past that idea that we have to be the best, that we can just like, no, just let go. Just be you. Because you are the best being you, and no one else can do that better than you can.
Kind of like that Job theory, right? When Job lost everything, then and then his wife was like, curse him and get this over with. Then he got more after he overcame it.
Exactly.
I got more. I lost it all, but I got more.
Yeah. And again, everything that, like you said, your yacht. What is a material thing to us? Again, like, it's something that means absolutely nothing. Because you may have got that yacht. Okay, cool. You look cool to some of your friends, but now your other friends, though, have a bigger yacht. So now, do you need a bigger yacht?
Yeah, the bigger yacht just pull up next to your yacht, make your yacht look small. Everybody on your yacht, like, I want to go to that yacht. Now, how do you feel?
Yeah.
You don't even like water, so now you're just competing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on this yacht. It was just so I could take an Instagram picture.
Exactly. Like, just let me rent it for like 20 minutes. That's all I need.
Got this fast car. I don't even like small cars. I'd rather have a truck.
Yeah.
But look how cool I look in it. Sit in front of it so I can take pictures.
Hey, you would look cool though. I'm not gonna say it's still not a good idea.
Yeah, you still look cool. But
yeah, you just don't need to own one.
Just rent and take the pictures, do a few cool videos. But that leads to like the second part of it. When love isn't enough to stay. So we are talking about leaving and loving people where they are. Sometimes love is just not enough to just stay there. Like when I left for Jack, been a similar situation to me. We both left for Texas, and left our family. I love my family, but I wasn't going to grow as a person staying in Mississippi. I had to figure myself out, because for the longest, my whole persona was family. I asked myself, who is Zell May? Who is Trevor? Who is that guy? Even though, like I said, it got dark just leaving that first year. Well, once I left my sisters, that first year by yourself, it's kind of like, you look around, you're like, okay, I can't go up the road and see you, family. This is interesting. It's kind of lonely.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. I don't really have much else to say, but dude, it is lonely. You can hurt yourself so much just, again, digging into that whole idea of just like, I can't grow staying here with family. Again, I moved from Oregon to South Carolina. I sold everything that I owned, bought a travel trailer, and drove for work, and worked over there for a bit, and then moved to Texas just because the trailer was broken, stuff like that. But like, again, it's important to figure out your growth by yourself and your growth with people. It's two different things, and a lot of people put those together. They think that, oh, these are the people, these are my friends, and we're growing together. It's like, no, you're not growing at all. You're molding yourself into fit in with their growth, or fit in with that, so you all grow as this weird blob instead of growing yourself. And dude, after she left this house, I swear I got ghosts. I got something in here. I don't know, but there's a lot of creaking. There's a lot of movement. I'm like, I got a dog and a cat, and they ain't that loud. But it's just that realization of like, man, I'm alone. I don't like this. I want to go see family. It's like, all right, cool. So let me jump on a plane, fly 5 hours, get a rental car, drive another hour, or drive 16 hours to go see them. And for me, I got nobody in Texas either. It was all of her family in Texas. So after everything separated, I'm like, I've got nobody here. And then it's relying on friends, trying to make new friends. And again, I had friends, have friends, but they knew me for that version of me, the one that I modified with her, not this version of me. So dude, loving to let go is one of the hardest things, because you don't want to do it. It's your safety net. That's your family. That's your closest person, your partner. And sometimes you just have to be like, hey, I need this for me. And that is one of the hardest things to do.
I said it last week. The family, your situation, your relationship, it's like a safety net. Like, whenever I'm in trouble, I know they got me.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I just need that a little fear that, okay, if I can't dig myself out of this, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
You need that little, that, because it's always a thing in the back of your mind. Like I used to say, it used to be I just jump knowing it's like I got a parachute with me.
Yeah.
Now I'm learning to climb. I'm learning to climb out of, if I'm in a situation, instead of jumping out and, oh, I messed up, parachute. Now I'm having to, okay, it's a wall right here that I need to get over to get where I want to be. It ain't just jumping out doing ideas. If I can't get over this wall, I can't get to where I want to be. So now I gotta climb it. Whatever tools I gotta use, I have to figure out how to climb it. And that sets you in a different place. And you, like I said, that climb is what teaches you about yourself. Because parachuting can be fun. You just go out there and get that adrenaline rush and it's over. Mm-hmm. Then, all right, let's do something else. Now, if I climb and I've done sat here and climb for hours up this mountain, I'm not trying to go back down halfway, and I need to get to the top.
Yeah. No, for sure. There's things to learn from both sides. Again, you need those experiences to learn through other people, and you need those experiences to learn for yourself. Because again, that's really how we build ourselves as a human, is learning from our experiences, learning what does good, what does bad, but also for going back into God and everything too. He says that the first person that shows up won't enter the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be the one that comes back crawling on the ground, bleeding, broken, will be the one that enters first. And that's kind of how you got to look at your life. Do you just go through life and it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to follow all of this stuff because I know it's safe? You're not going to learn anything, or do you got to make these mistakes? So when you do show up to the next form that you are in, like me right now, this next chapter I'm in, I'm thankful for everything that happened in my last relationship. There's goods, there's bads, and there's things that I learned. And now I'm like, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. I see these signals. I'm going to address it there. And looking at those scars as something good, as a lesson that I learned that was given to me, was taught to me, that was, again, he'll never give you a challenge you can't overcome. So it's like, you got to look at it as painful as it is, that everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, and well, to finish up, when love isn't enough, it's a thing called identity expansion in which we can't grow because, as Jacob said earlier, the people with you can't grow with you. They're not going in the same direction. So we got to know when to love them, but be like, I got to go over here because it's somewhere I want to be in life. There's certain happiness I want to be. You good. You're content. You're happy with your life. I feel trapped.
Yep.
I need to go over here to figure this out. I still love you. Love isn't enough to stay, but at some point you do become more of an anchor instead of an encourager. Like they become an anchor to you. They be like, okay, I'm comfortable. I don't like this though, but they're happy where they are. I know in my heart I got somewhere else I need to go, but I'm scared. And those people are now my anchor. Same thing I said about when I'm being home. I love them, and they're not an anchor. They are an anchor in a way. They encourage me to go, but they're an anchor in a way because I know I'm safe with them and it's comfortable. I won't have to worry about nothing. I need to be over here. I need to be over there. I need to be somewhere else right now.
Yeah. And again, true anchors will be there no matter where you are. So take that risk. Go to learn and love yourself, because those true ones, again, you shouldn't have 50 friends. You'll have 50 acquaintances. You'll have 3 friends. 3 people that will go tooth and nail for you, that will, if anything happens, they're at your door. You're like, hey, let's figure this out. And those are your anchors. And that's that love, that those are the ones that love shouldn't have to be, like, you shouldn't try to love somebody. If you have to try to love them, then what really is it? Love is a natural feeling. It's something that's just be like, hey, I haven't talked to one of my friends in like 3 years. I messaged him and he's like, it's like we didn't even stop talking.
I said that about my friend Eric. Eric and West. Talk to him. I don't have to talk to him for a month. We started a conversation. As soon as I get on, he goes, "What's up, Trev?" And it just go.
Yeah, because that's that true love that when you let go, it's never let go.
Yeah.
And then you have that other let go, that when you love and you let go, and it's like, hey, this might actually be the last time I see you, but I need to do this for myself, because this is not where I want to be or where I see myself. Like, the way that you want to run your life and the way I want to run my life just doesn't match up right now. You still want to go to bars and you want to drink and you want to hook up with people, and like, I want to, like you, I want to write a book. I want to go and do these podcasts. I want to do all this stuff. And like, if you stayed on that path with them, where would you be in life? Would you be happy? Or would you still be faking this life that just to make other people happy?
Yeah. Figuring out yourself. The last thing I want to do with Jacob, this has been a great conversation. The guilt of the goodbye. 'Cause I know that last month, or when I knew it, I'm like, I'm excited, but then I feel like, okay, my mom's older. This is a personal situation. My mom's older. She's in her 70s. I'm leaving. My brother's 3 hours away. My sister's over here with me, in a way. She's with me. So no one's around. Will she be all right? Like, it's like a little guilt thing to try to convince you not. Will she be okay? What if something happened out here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What if we can fix it? What if I'm in a relationship? What if we can fix it? What if I'm leaving to her? What if what if she not happy without me? I know we're in like this dry spell. What if we could just do this? You know, it's just little things of like guilt. They just seep in your mind, and you be like, and it makes you feel saddened even in that situation where you're trying to grow and you gotta do your thing, but you like, am I responsible for somebody else's healing, or am I responsible for mine? I mean,
yeah. And again, dude, you're always responsible for your own. Again, that's why I say, like, how we started this off. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. That's number one. And like that guiltful goodbye has so many different levels of it. There's Like, again, my dad passed 3 years ago now, and we talked on Facebook before he went out hunting the night before. I fell asleep, didn't say like love you, stuff like that. He passed away that next day. And guilt for so long. Dude, he knows I love him.
Yeah.
It's not something I need to say. But dude, it ate me up for a long time. And then again, leaving my mom, I'm like, hey mom, I gotta do stuff. I'm like, hey, it's not goodbye. I'll be back. I come back every 2 years. Like I call my parents, my mom and my brother every week to check up on them. Like, hey, here's a weekly checkup. This is what I'm doing. What are you guys doing? Stuff like that, just to kind of keep everything intact. So again, that's not as guilty, but again, she is doing a lot of things with her life right now, that like doing hearing aids and having knee surgery and stuff like that. I'm like, do I need to go back? So it's like, it's one of those things where my brother goes down and helps a lot more, but I don't. So it's like, it's still in that guiltful goodbye, because I went so much further away that I'm like, I can't just come stop by now. So there's that little bit of guilt inside. I'm like, did I move too far? Did I do too much? And then with the last part that you're talking about, is it me? Like, could I have changed something? Could I have done something? The why of everything will be your mortal enemy. There is no reason behind people's actions. There is no why. There is no answer to the why, the who, the how, the when. There's no answer. And the quicker you can get over that and quit asking yourself, why did she do that to us? Why did this happen? Why wasn't there communication? If you can get through those, you can grow past it. But I saw no improvement in my own personal life until I started to get rid of those whys and those hows and everything. Should I have done something different? When I didn't do anything wrong, but why am I blaming myself?
I always feel like I could have did something better. Maybe I didn't listen enough. Maybe I did too much. Maybe I did too little.
Exactly. Did I care too much? Is that what pushed him away? Did I not put my friend's time over her? Is that what pushed her? It was like all these different things. And that's it will, that is that goodbye that you're just like, those are the worst, is when you say goodbye and those are the thoughts that are behind your head. Because those are the ones that stick with you. And I think that's how we all started this. The happy goodbye and the angry goodbye. Why did this happen?
I'm gonna say this story, then we're gonna get out, and I'm gonna give Jacob a chance to respond, and then we're gonna get out of here. But my dad passed away in July 11th of 2019. Yeah, 3 years after his cancer. Yes, he had 4 cancers, so he had 3. So it was the week after. The reason I know it's the week after the 4th of July. So had a whole thing. My uncle passed, I think, the day of or the day after the 4th of July. So we had like 2 funerals at the same time. So it was like intense. And my uncle asked me, how do you feel about it? And I told him straight up, I feel at peace. Why? Because I know in my heart, I missed only 1 doctor's appointment, and that's because they stayed at a hotel while I was at home taking care of the house when it happened. So I couldn't have been there because it wasn't no point of me driving an hour away to the hospital when they already there. That's the only one I missed in 3 years and 4 cancers. I did everything I could. So there's no why. I did all I can. And a lot of times, that situation, sometimes you are like, okay, if I would have took him to another doctor, I'm not thinking like that. Nope. I did everything. I was there every moment. I quit what I was doing and I moved in with my parents for 3 years. The whole Overall 99 thing was started up. It was a music company, it was marketing. The Who's Who thing come from all that from the past. I stopped what I was doing, did that, did everything I could. Still was sad, don't get me wrong. I don't remember anything from probably July 11th to December 31st, in which I had a wreck. Had a wreck on December 31st. So if you ask me what I did for my birthday, I don't know. If you ask me, that would be my 28th birthday. Yeah, I don't know what I did that year. I don't know nothing that happened. I think I just went to my uncle's house and talked to him every day and sat with him for like an hour or two and then did nothing.
Yeah.
Then I had a wreck on December 31st. I'm going to my brother's house. I'm getting my life together. Had a wreck. Wasn't my fault. But I still went to my brother's house and I streamed on Twitch on the 4th of July and fireworks hit. That's my first memory. I streamed on Twitch. And by the way, strange fact, on Twitch, I got affiliate on Twitch that day. I got affiliate on Twitch that day. So in the start of 2020, I got affiliate on January 1st, 2020, after having a wreck December 31st. Strange occurrence. Life is the way life is. Boom. Y'all remember what happened after that? I got my thought process together. Almost got a job at a casino to take pictures and do social media to get myself back into it. COVID happens. Boom. We have 1,500 YouTube videos like and that's how we're here now. This is how we get here. It became a media company instead of just an entertainment music company. This is how Overall 99 was formed. So life has its way. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it was still a peaceful goodbye. And that peaceful goodbye led to a lot of different things. And keep watching. That's all I say. Keep watching. So yeah, that's what happens. So it's like it's a thing though. Like I get the guilt, and a lot of people, and the reason I bring that up is because a lot of people had guilt. My uncle didn't go in the house for 4 years. So he felt like he didn't say certain things. So you see all the guilt everybody else did. Feel like I should have been there more. I did it. I didn't feel none of that.
Yeah.
2 people I know didn't feel that. I can't speak for 2 others, but it was just me and my mom. We felt we like, yo, we went all out.
Yeah.
We went all out. We didn't miss an appointment. We did everything. We was there the entire time.
Yeah, it's one of those things like, I wish my side was a little bit like that too. But again, I was married. I wanted to grow, wanted to try to have a family, wanted to like do things. Because right when we got married, we lived with her parents for a couple years. So it was like, okay, we can't do this. Like, we're married and we're still living with your parents. Like, I want to be married. It's like, we're not doing any of that. And that's, and when I left.
As you should.
Yeah, exactly. So like, after that though, it was like, should I have bought something there near them so I could still go hunting and things like that? So like, all those different life choices, all the different things, the guilt, I'm like, could I have done more? And again, the answer is no. I could not have done more, because you think that going hunting or going to all the appointments or doing all these things really is what makes them happy. It's like, yeah, it makes them happy, but also seeing them see, like, how, like, letting them see you live your dreams is huge to them. And that's why one of those things, like, older people, it's one of those like guilty things that they feel like they can't benefit us anymore. They're like, I don't know what to get you, I can't go shopping, I can't do this, so I'm just going to give you money. And it always feels bad. I'm like, no, Grandma, I don't want your money. I'm like, I don't care about that. And it feels guilty to take it, but then you got to look at the other side. That's their way of loving you, because they know they can't provide the way they used to. So it's like, it's that double guilty side. They feel like they can't provide and be a grandparent anymore the way that you want them to. And you don't want to take their money because you're like, no, I just want to be with you. I just want to have Thanksgiving and hang out. That's my present. So it's like that double guilt that you're both stuck in, that once you get over it, you're like, thanks, Grandma. Thanks for the money. Makes them super happy and all that stuff. So like, that's kind of what got me over all my stuff, is that he's up there watching me now, seeing where I brought my life, seeing everything that I was doing with my life, seeing how successful I made everything. And I know that made him happier than me staying in a place that was not really like fitted for me.
And I'm going to say this too. Come off it. Listen. my sister. Anybody else, if you feel that way, I don't know if they do it now, but he bragged that you was Colonel Kamisha McCullum in the Army at that time. The biggest smile on his face happened. To my brother, when he learned that you was the youngest president and the first black one in the Mississippi Association of School Psychology, the biggest smile on his face. So it's not even just that I was, and I'm gonna have, when I get awards and stuff like that, when I got it and things, when overall 99 takes off, I'm gonna have my portion to get is he ain't gonna see that. He saw y'all achievements, he ain't gonna see mine. So it's like a little weird, like, like a swing.
Yeah.
Like mine ain't right now for what I did, but it's gonna be the other way.
Yeah.
He saw y'all win and y'all achievement, but he ain't gonna see mine. But I was there. Yeah. So it's like, so that's what it's the gift of goodbye. NYU. It's interesting, right?
Yeah. 100%.
It's like it's swaying. Like, man, I wish Dad saw. If I, like, for instance, if I had a kid now, he never gonna see it. He saw my nephew Hunter with me, my sister. We met him, smile, was happy to have a grandchild. Finally got a grandchild. He won't see my child. So it's like always like that. It's no like true.
Dude, it's a battle. It's a battle that you can like never win until you just accept that again. Like, I did everything when he was here on this earth, and I know he's proud of everything that I did.
And he's happy that you choosing yourself. Just selfish. That's literally like the goal of raising a child is they can be on their own. They can survive.
Yeah.
I did a good job.
Exactly.
He's not doing drugs in a jailhouse somewhere. He has a family and whatnot, or he's growing and continuing to do different things.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, again, that goodbye is huge for them. Yeah, it hurts. It hurts your parents. It hurts everything. But the fact that they're able to raise somebody so well-headed that they felt that they could take on the world by themselves. That's a big accomplishment.
That's what this show is about. This is delusion. Delusion not superpower. We can take on the world by ourselves.
Yep.
The delusion is not just my superpower. It's our superpower. But Jacob, where can they find you? All those things. This is a great conversation. But where can they find you? Anything you want to promote?
Everything. I go by the same name. It's a pain because I didn't realize how hard underscores are, but LL_otter_L. It's on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Again, all of my stuff. It's all in the comments down below too. But yeah, I do a lot of inspirational bike stuff. Again, I want to be that influencer that promotes not thirst traps. Again,
I want a bike, sir. That's a sexy bike.
But I want to promote that idea that, again, like, love is real, and going through pain, going through struggles is something that we need to embrace and take on, and getting past that idea that men can't cry and men can't be sad. It's like, no. It's like, we're all human. Go to counseling. Like, I go to counseling. I'm proud of it. So it's just one of those things, like, again, self-care, self-love is everything that I promote. And some crazy dances because, I got to do some trends. But
shout out to the trends, but I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate Jacob for being here. Like I said, special guy. Had to talk to him. This episode is episode 4 of Delusional, leaving and loving people where they are. Great conversation. I appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that. The overall99media.org website is now up. So go to that. It's going to have everybody that's part of Overall 99 officially on there. Be some new people on there, hopefully soon. But 2026 is going to be a big year for us. We're going to be adding on. We're doing more things. We're going to try to be more creative and all kind of things. So look forward to that. December, video every day. Oh my God. I don't know why I keep committing to this. But I do feel like December will be video every month, which will be in a few days. So start being ready for that. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
In a hurricane's breath, flying high, defying death. Every cloud's my stair to climb. Reality reality's a fleeting mind. I see gold in a field of gray. The world bows to my ballet. Delusional delusion is my superpower, turning seconds into an endless hour. I'm the king of make-believe. What I dream I can achieve. Oh yes, I'm spinning towers. Delusional delusion is my superpower. I paint the moon with a wink of my eye. Pull the stars down, let them lie. Every no becomes a yes. A stubborn mind in chaos stress.